New Year, folks, for those who are tuning in. That's, of course, with one, or not plural, but singular. It's not years, it's Happy New Year, just to clarify. So as you all tune in, I don't have to really worry about adding anyone because I'm sure this will get around. Indeed, have a wonderful, wonderful year. I'm hoping that everybody has a wonderful year. I decided to go live tonight because for the past hour and a half, I was trying to put together like a little video of pictures and, like a year in review, and I had so many pictures. Every app that I tried to use to upload the videos wouldn't go because there was so many pictures. So I said, okay, I'm just going to have to go live and do it this way because it's going to be impossible for me to do all of the pictures and videos and things throughout the year. But, 2019 was a year that redefined how the public and how the community looks at activists in general. And how they view and appreciate those who really stand up and fight for the community. And I definitely want to thank all of you for your support this year throughout the different battles that we fought together, standing up against, people or those who try to oppress us as a community. I definitely appreciate that. We are continuing. I still, to this very moment, have cases that I'm working on in the community that people are calling me to assist them. And we're still working. We're still doing that. So if you have an issue, you need it to be addressed, you need someone to give you a hand, reach out to me. I'm still doing my community work. That's never going to cease. I'm making sure that I have the connections to get things done. Again, part of the reason why I decided to do it this way is because I tried to put all of the pictures together like a collage, and they only allow you to use about 9 pictures for a collage. That's the biggest one. And I went to another app, and I had hundreds of pictures, and it was impossible to upload them. I tried. So I said, the best thing I could do now then is just go live for a little bit. I know everyone's on their way out. I'm on my way out in a few minutes. But I wanted to take this moment before I head out and before we, get into preparing to cross over into the next year. I just want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for traveling along with me through this journey. We started off, like I said, with some tragedies in January of 2019. We jumped right into action. We started campaigning and organizing and connecting with activists from New Jersey and across the country. We started off in January, and then we moved our mission, and our movement continued to grow from that, and even from past years. But just speaking about 2019, we moved from January, February, March. We had a lot of things that we were fighting, and we were standing up, with the community. And the one thing that I can appreciate about all of you is that you have stuck by me all this time as a community. You have stuck by me all these years, not just this year. Let me say that too. I want to make sure that's clarified too, because despite the results of this year, every year, and it's kind of funny because I wasn't running this year, as I've told you all. Dr. Mims basically called me that day of the deadline and said, "You're running," because that wasn't my intention. But even in the past, when I, was trying to run or trying to do, thousands of you came out each and every year to show your support. This year that support registered as as winning. But I appreciate every year that you all have stood beside me, because there's a lot of you that every single time I ran for anything, you were right there to support me, and I appreciate you for holding on and hanging on and staying in my corner. Not gonna let you down. You know that. I'm not gonna let you down at all. I'm gonna continue to fight. Gonna continue to push forward for the residents of Patterson, and the most important residents and the most vulnerable are our children. So if you're gonna have somebody to fight for our kids, you gotta make sure it's somebody who is vested, who has a vested interest in the children, and who is fully equipped and not afraid to push forward and do what needs to be done to make sure our children have everything that they're supposed to have. Everything they're entitled to, which is a thorough and efficient education. That's what it all comes down to. That's what it all boils down to. I want to let you know that as 2020 comes in, we have a lot of work ahead of us. There's going to be a lot more trips to Trenton. I'm going to organize getting a bus, this year to bring some parents down with me as we go before the governor and we go before our state legislature to, lobby them for things that can be done or need to be done for the city of Paterson in terms of our children. Right now we have a basketball team, the Lady Royals, who are in need of new equipment, new basketballs to be able to practice with and so forth. So we're going to be working with them, and if you're on this live and you've heard that announcement, reach out to the Lady Royals, because right now they're trying their best to get some more equipment, and and I'm sure all of our teams and our bands and all need equipment right now. So we're going to find ways to get grant money from different organizations, and we'll do it above level through the district to be able to get some of these programs and things that we want to do funded properly. We have a large scale mission ahead of us. We know that we're dealing with a very large district, a very large budget. A lot of folks are involved, and it's going to take a collaborative effort from the community. So just like I fight and advocate in the community, I want to be able to take that same fight into the district in terms of lobbying the state and rallying the state to get behind us as we work to improve the educational structure in the city of Paterson. My goal is that by the time this term is up, I want us to be able to say that we have made tremendous gains in this district. That's what I want to be able to say. By the time this term is over, by the time this term is up, and I'll wait till that time to decide what I want to do in terms of going forward, which I probably will run again. But by the time that term comes, by the time that term is up, 3 years, I want to be able to say that we made tremendous gains in this district, that there were tremendous things that took place, and that we really pushed the envelope forward and got a lot of services for our children, and that's what we're doing. That's our goal. That's what we want to get done. I really do appreciate those of you who have called and texted me today. Some of you haven't reached back just yet because this day is busy. And another reason why I'm going live this early is because, around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, a lot of the social media is going to be so crowded with different messages and everyone going live and videotaping from Manhattan to the Chicago to wherever they may be at. And what will happen is everything will be overloaded and a lot of the phones will slow down. And so before it gets hectic, I wanted to come up here early and just let you all know that I truly appreciate you. I really wanted to be able to do a collage with all the different pictures, but unfortunately there was so many of them that it would be impossible to do it in one take. The smallest one I was able to get was at least 12 minutes. And I don't want to keep you in front of the screen that long. You know what I mean? Not for still frames. If we'll go that long, I might as well just go live like I'm doing now. Okay. What else? Getting ready to get back into the second half of the school year. Okay. I know you all have, as far as the students, I know you've enjoyed your vacation and your time to take a break. Now we're getting ready to get back into the swing of things. Okay. So, it's time to prepare 8th grade students. You're getting ready to prepare to graduate. High school seniors, you're getting ready to prepare to graduate. I mean, everybody is moving up in terms of their grades. Hopefully everyone is moving up to the next grade, but 8th graders and 12th graders, you are preparing now to move to the next level in terms of your education. My daughter, she's going to high school in September, so June will be her last month as an 8th grader, as a grammar school student, and there's many of you that are moving up in that same regard. And then we have our high school students. That's one of the biggest joys that I had being a Board of Education commissioner, one of the biggest joys was to be able to watch our students graduate and watch them walk the stage and shake their hands and listen to them tell you what college they're going to and so forth and what their plans are. Because not all of them go to college. Some are going to trade school. Some, have parents who have a business that they're just going to go into their family's business. But one of the biggest joys of being a school board member is to be able to stand on that stage in June. And as the students come by to get their diplomas, they're able to, you can ask them, what college are you going to, or what trade school are you going to, and they're able to let you know where they're going. That's one of the biggest things, because you can actually send off the students into the world, and you know that your work that you've done has played an enormous role or had an enormous impact on the student that's standing in front of you just as they're getting ready to get their diploma. So that's an awesome feeling, and I look forward to that. Tonight, be safe out there. I mean, there's no sense in us beating around the bush. We know a lot of folks are going to drink tonight. We know that. We know that New Year's Eve is probably one of the biggest holidays for that. But I'm asking you, please be safe when you're out there. Don't just think about yourself. Think about those who may be walking down the street, those who are driving. Okay? Please, I'm begging you. Please. Please be careful tonight. All right? If you're going to be out there, if you're going to be drinking, please do not get behind the steering wheel of a car. All right? Because we don't need any fatalities. We don't need any accidents. If you're going to be drinking tonight, stay from behind that steering wheel. Do not drive. Let a friend bring you home. Let a relative bring you home. Call an Uber. Whatever the case may be, walk it off. If you can walk to your house, walk. But do not get behind the steering wheel of any kind of vehicle if you know that you've been drinking and you know that you're not 100% capable of being alert as to your surroundings. Okay? So because we don't want any casualties tonight. We know it's not 100% bulletproof, but if we can prevent as much of it as possible, the better off we'll be. Prevention is the best cure for anything. So just please, if you're going to be drinking tonight, stay off the road in terms of driving. If you have to go somewhere, have somebody bring you, and make sure that way we can all be safe. That's what it's all about. Doesn't make sense. I mean, I know some people are saying, hey, we're grown. Oh, yeah, you're grown. You can do what you want. But I think you'd rather hear it from me than to be standing in front of a judge being sentenced because you killed somebody and you didn't even realize it because you were drunk. I've seen so many cases where people have went to jail for 30 years and 20 years for vehicular homicide because they were driving under the influence and killed somebody. And of course, it wasn't their objective. They didn't get in the car hoping to kill somebody, but they ended up killing somebody, and they ended up losing years off of their life because they got to spend it in prison because they did something stupid. They got behind the steering wheel of a car and drove knowing that they were drunk. All right, so you'd rather hear it from me than have to stand in front of a judge and hear them sentence you for doing it. Cool? All right. Next thing, if you guys are going out to any parties or even watch night service, be alert about your surroundings. Don't just go walking down the street and not paying attention to what's going on around you. If I can even go a step further, take the earbuds out. Really be alert tonight. If you're going to be traveling in any direction or anywhere, walking, driving, whatever the case may be alert. Be alert about your surroundings. And make sure that you are fully aware of what's going on, even more so. I know you guys have been seeing the crazy stuff that's going on in the news lately, and just be careful. I know you guys saw last night the gentleman that snatched the girl off the train. You saw that, so be careful. Don't assume anything. Keep your eyes open. Don't greet anybody you don't know. Somebody try to reach out, and I mean, these may seem like trivial requests. But believe me, it'll mean a lot when you're out there and something goes wrong or somebody tries something. You are alert and you're able to see what they're doing and stop them before they do whatever it is they plan on doing. All right? If you're at Watch Night Service tonight, if you're headed to Watch Night Service, I know of a Greater Assembly Holy House of Prayer. Their Watch Night Service starts at 10 o'clock. If you're not busy, you can come to 62 Arch Street. Okay, 62-66 Arch Street. Chief Apostle Joseph Robinson, Sr., okay, and Prophetess Laura Robinson. If you're not busy tonight, if you don't have a church home, you are more than welcome to come to Greater Assembly Holy House of Prayer tonight. Okay, 6266 Arch Street. That's in the First Ward. And every church is having a service, I believe, tonight. There's plenty that you can choose from. I'm sure a lot of churches tonight, if not every single one, I'm sure that there are plenty that will be having a service tonight if that's what you want to do. Or if you just want to be home with your family, that's okay. I mean, do what makes you comfortable. Do what makes you comfortable tonight. Don't overcomplicate things. If you just want to chill at home and relax, do that. You know what I mean? Don't feel pressured to go anywhere if you don't really feel up to it. I know I'm getting ready to head out in a minute. I got to go to service and visit a few families, and I know there's a couple of families having end of the year parties and festivities. I'm gonna go and meet and greet folks and thank everyone for their support. Ironically, as I do every year, but this year I think it's special. Even though every year I do it, but this year is special for obvious reasons. So I'm gonna get off of here because I'm got to get ready to get out the door. But I want you guys to enjoy tonight. Be safe. All right, because we got a lot of work to do. Thursday, 6:30 p.m. JFK on Preakness Avenue. Thursday, January 2nd, 6:30 p.m. is the reorganization meeting for the Patterson Board of Education. Okay. We want you, or I'm asking if you can please come out. It's at 6:30 p.m. sharp. I don't know if it's going to start exactly at 6:30, but that's the time that's on the program or on the agenda. All right. Immediately following the reorganization meeting, there's going to be a meet and greet / celebration dinner / party, if you want to call it that, at De Classico. And I believe that's located at 50 Ellison Street, right across from the parking deck. I believe they call it Site 10, right across from the parking lot, and also right across from Lou Costello Park. De Classico is the spot. Everyone is going to meet up there. There's an Eventbrite page that was set up by the Green Party of New Jersey, because they're actually sponsoring it and hosting it. I will be there. I will be going directly there from JFK from 7:30 to 9. You're more than welcome to stop by, take some pictures, have something to eat. If you have any concerns or requests, feel free to share them as well. Because that's what it's all about. So we're ready. We got a couple of days to go, and we'll be on our way into, I guess you could say, the political structure. But we're going in specifically to fight for children. That's always been my goal and my ambition, was to continue to fight for children. So with that, I want to wish you all a wonderful new year. Be blessed. I hope that you achieve everything that you've ever dreamed of achieving without any hindrances. I hope that you get everything you've ever wanted without any issues or any problems. And I really hope that you have health and wealth. Health is wealth, as somebody did inbox me that today. Health is wealth. So I'm praying that your health is not impacted this year, and that you're able to do everything that you are possibly capable of doing in terms of achieving your goals and your dreams. All right. So for this particular moment, just focus on having a great year. This is the clock. When it strikes 12, it goes back to 0. So you start all over again. Today is day 365 of day 365. So, we start the clock over at midnight, and we begin a whole fresh new year. New opportunity to embrace your goals, a new opportunity to embrace your vision, a new opportunity to see everything that you wanted to take place, to actually see it come to fruition. So we have a whole new year now to make those dreams a reality. We don't have to continue to dream. We can actually move forward now and begin to make some of those dreams realities. Okay, that's very important that you understand that. Share that message with friends and family. Let everybody know around you. Whether you're in service tonight or not, get on the phone. Make sure you call family and friends and loved ones. Wish them a happy new year. speak that blessing over their life, because when you speak a blessing over someone's life, a blessing will come back to you. Then that's the law of reciprocity. Whatever you put out comes back. So call friends, call family, call loved ones, wish them a happy new year, wish them a blessed new year, and a prosperous new year, and a healthy new year. And watch those positive affirmations and those blessings that you speak over someone else. Watch how they come back to you. Double. Because this is the year 2020. So everything that's coming this year is coming double. All right. We went through a lot in 2019. Okay. And we all did. We all had mountains we had to climb in 2019. We all had valleys we had to cross in 2019. And we're here. There's a lot of loved ones that we went into 2019 with who are no longer with us right now. And so we have to remember them and remember their legacy and remember what they wanted. And they would want us to continue on. They would want us to continue moving on, and they would want us to continue to do what it was we've always wanted to do. So in honoring those who have went on before us, as we move into this new year, let's move into this year more focused than ever. And when I say more focused than ever, I mean more focused on getting things done in our own lives, in the lives of our family and our friends, and of course in the community. Okay? I believe this is going to be the year. This is going to be the year when things get done in our lives, without question. So I thank all of you for tuning in. I'm getting ready to head out. Have a blessed evening. Probably wave at some of you. I'm always appreciative when you all log on, man, because I'm sure there's other things that you could be doing, and you taking your time out to come and listen to what I'm saying, and I appreciate that. Every time folks get in, I try not to tag everybody when I go live. Sometimes it depends. If I'm at City Hall and at a council meeting or at a school board meeting, then of course I will tag you if I need you to make sure that you hear what's going on. But usually posts like this, I try not to tag too much, because I want you to make up your mind as to whether or not you want to log on. All right. So thank you all for logging on, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And once again, Happy New Year to all.